Good morning. I wanted to talk about a foundation that I have, which I'm trying to decide if I want to chuck or keep, or I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It's the Covermark Moisture Veil Creamy Liquid Foundation. And it's Japanese. It's got sunscreen of SPF 38 PA+++. I bought this in Singapore when we were there almost a year ago now, which was a long time ago, and I haven't used it much. And originally I didn't use it much because I found it very, like, a little too moisturizing, and it didn't agree with my skin. But my skin's gotten a lot drier because of, menopause and all that sort of stuff. So I'm looking over there because I'm trying to think what I have that got me to buy more of this product, to buy more of this brand, because you can't get it here in Australia. So, it's more sort of like, if somebody's looking at it and who's may or may not be in Australia and, trying to decide if they like it. So it says, covers hyperpigmentation and discoloration, hydrates, provides natural skin tone, ultra long lasting. And this is in the shade MN10. And it's the lightest shade available. And I'm very pale. I tend to be the lightest or the second to lightest shade in just about anything. Let me see. I think it was it this one? The Covermark Essence Foundation in Blue that I had, which I liked, and it's quite kind of a thick, creamy foundation, and it's nice. I do like this one, even though I don't use a lot of it. And you don't need a lot of it because it's really thick and stuff. But this one, I have not been able to make it work for me. It doesn't last on my skin, no matter what I do. And it's never, and it's gotten like patchy and blotchy after like a couple of hours of wear, which is just crazy because I do all the right things when it comes to my foundations. I have a good base. You can see I'm quite glowy and well moisturized, and then I use a primer, and then I use I apply and I set and all that sort of stuff. So I just don't understand why this is the way it is. And I keep trying to make it work. So I've tried it on its own. I've tried it mixed with some other foundations that I do like, and that is nice. I've tried it with my fingers. I've tried it with a sponge. I don't like using a brush, so I won't bother with that. But it's just, I just can't seem to get it to work for me. So this is the last hurrah. I think I'm going to try it and see how it goes. And maybe it'll work. I'm going to try it with my Milk Hydro Grip Primer. This is only like the little bottle. But this is nice. I mean, my face is pretty sticky already, or tacky, because of, everything that I've put on it. But this is a very grippy primer. So we'll see how I go with it, because it certainly grips other primers, foundations that I put on it well. And it's not crazy sticky. I was, when I first started using this, I expected it to be like glue, because that's what I've heard some people describe it as. And maybe it could be glue, but and it is tacky. Yes, I'm just gonna reach over to grab a baby wipe just to clean my hands. So I'm really not sure how to use this. So as you can see, it's super duper thick. And so I'm just gonna patch it on, I think, and then use a sponge to even it out. As you can see, the coverage is nice, and I don't dislike it when it's finished, because I don't use a lot, so it does, it doesn't end up looking thick. But it's not the thickness that I'm worried about, because I don't use enough for it to look cakey, but it just doesn't last, and it ends up looking very patchy on me. So let me just wipe off my hand. Now, all that rustling is my baby wipe packaging. And get, oh no, that doesn't work. That was my mirror. I actually don't know about other people, but I really like watching people on YouTube apply foundation on their faces. I just find it so satisfying. There's just something really satisfying about it. Applying foundation and applying blush. Blush is the other one. So there. See, it looks nice, on application, and it matches my skin well. So it's not like it doesn't look good, but it gets patchy really fast. So I'm kind of hoping, I'm looking up real close on in my mirror, and so this is, what it looks like. And it's not, see, you can still see a little bit of the redness come through. I've got a bit of a scar there. You can still see that. So it's not super full coverage. And it can be if I build it up, but, I'm not into that super full coverage look. So I'm just going to add like a tiny little bit more here, just to show you what the coverage can be like if it gets built up. And then just a little bit of a blendy with the sponge. And you can see it does build, but I'm not wanting to put a lot on. So then what I normally do is I set it, and I've been setting it with either a loose powder, or at the moment I'm trying to use up my Charlotte Tilbury powder. This is the Airbrush Flawless Finishing Powder in #1 Fair. And, I'm almost done. I'm doing a pretty good job with it. So I just want to use it up because I've had it for a really long time. And see it, well, the powder is wonderful. This Charlotte Tilbury powder. I just wish it wasn't so expensive. And you see how nice that looks? So it does, it does look nice with the powder, and it's still got some glow to it. It doesn't look flat or anything like that. And maybe this milk primer will save it, and it'll end up looking really nice most of the day. I don't need it to last 24 hours, but I would like it to last a good 5 or 6 hours. Hi, I'm filming. I'm almost done. That was Steve checking up on me because we need to go out and run some errands. So yeah, see that's nice. I just wish it would last longer. So I will report back later in the day, and just let you know how it lasts and if this works or not. But for now, I'm not going to film anymore and that, because I do need to get dressed and I do need to run out and do a few errands. So I'll be back later. Hello again. I know I said I wasn't going to show you my face after I put on the rest of my makeup, and I'm not actually sure if you can actually see this in the camera anyway. And I'm not using a filter. I'm not using, you know, any fancy stuff because this is just my phone. But if I come up close, and I don't know if it's visible, but all around here, and all around here is very patchy. And I can see my skin underneath, and it's like the foundation has just disappeared. And, you know, and it's just, it's not cute. I mean, I'll wear it and see how it goes, but it's already looking patchy, and I'm just not excited about this foundation. I mean, I look at it and go, that is not cute. So I'll see how I go at the end of the day, and then I'll make a decision about what I do with it. I have a really hard time, you know, tossing out foundation and tossing out products in general. I have this need to use things up. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I'll think about it at the end of the day, and then I'll decide. But I just wanted to hop on really quickly and show, even though I'm not very sure how visible it is on camera, that it's already breaking down. And I've had this on for like, I don't know what, 5-10 minutes, 15 minutes max, because, you know, I'm getting dressed, and all I've done since the last clip was eyebrows, eyeshadow, and, well, put clothes on, and eyebrows, eyeshadow, eyeliner, and I haven't even done my cheeks and put on blush because I was looking up on my, you know, giant 5-time magnification mirror to see how it's doing with the light on, and it was just already breaking down and already looking patchy, and it wasn't cute. So I'll decide what to do at the end of the day. Catch you later. Hello, this is part 3. Since I put on my foundation this morning and I was complaining about it looking terrible. Well, it's looking terrible. When I look at the viewfinder in front of me, it doesn't look bad. So, you know, they have this term called conversational distance, which is sort of like, you know, within 1.5 to 2 feet of when you're standing in front of somebody and you're talking to them. And when they're, you know, that far away from you and they're not like right up in your face and right into your personal space, they probably won't see in detail what's going on in your face and your foundation and all that sort of stuff. So it's fine. So I kind of look at this and I think, oh yeah, you know, it's not terrible in conversational distance. And Steve said to me this morning, he thought my makeup looked very nice. And, you know, sort of like at a distance or at a glance, it does actually look nice. But when I look up close at it, you know, you can sort of see like a lot of the oils as the days gone on, you know, the glow and the shine has sort of come back, which is fine. I don't mind it. And I don't have any issue with that, because actually with some of my foundations, I like the look of my face a little bit after I've put on foundation and after I've powdered and everything's kind of settled and the warmth from my face has kind of, I don't know, melted all the stuff in and, you know, kind of made it mesh seamlessly. So I don't mind it. But when I look up close, and I'm looking, my mirror's down here. When I look up close, like the foundation is all, I'm trying to come in a bit more. The foundation is gone under my eyes, and I don't wear concealer because I don't really have major stuff that I need to cover up under my eyes. So, you know, that's kind of all gone, and, you know, you can see it's all patchy. It's gone from my nose. You know, obviously I've got some blush on, so you can't see what's going on there, but, you know, that's all broken down. And if I look right up close, you can kind of see how patchy the foundation is against the powder and things like that in my skin. And basically the foundation is gone. Most of it is gone. And even though I've, you know, got a really strong gripping primer underneath, it's got the foundation, and I've set it, and it hasn't lasted very long. We've just had lunch, and I've, you know, we're just going to have a little rest. Steve's behind me. Which way you see? There he is. Yes, there's Steve behind me. Lying in bed, unmade bed, but fortunately you can't see it because my big head's in the way. But yeah, so it's not great, and it's not looking great. And I was really hoping that with this strong gripping primer that I use from Milk, that it'll make a difference and that it would last a lot longer, but it hasn't, and it just doesn't look good. So I have no idea what I'm going to do with this foundation, because mixing it with stuff isn't helping, because there's just something in this foundation that doesn't last long and that breaks down really, really fast. Because it's only been, I want to say, I'm thinking 3.5, maybe 4 hours. What time is it now? Yeah, so it's only been about 4.5 hours since I've put this on. And so, and the problem is, it doesn't even look good after, like immediately after I put it on. It's already starting to break down, and my foundation and the powder and everything's already starting to look patchy and break down and things like that. So I'm not really excited about it. I still have, you know, an entire tube of it. I don't know what to do with it. And I might see if my mom wants it, or that if she can use it. But my mom's skin tone is a lot darker than mine, so I don't know that it'll work for her. And over here in Australia, you cannot donate used foundation and makeup. So yeah, I don't know, it doesn't work. What am I going to do with it? I don't want to throw it away, but I kind of might have to, because it really is just that terrible. Yeah, no, I think it's going to go. So it's one of those, this is a review. You know, if anybody wants to buy, or is thinking about buying the Covermark Moisture Veil Creamy Liquid, don't. It's terrible. It doesn't last. The coverage is great, and it's thick and moisturizing and all that sort of stuff. But I think because it's moisturizing, it doesn't last. So, and it doesn't sit nicely on the skin either. I mean, if it sat nicely on the skin and it looked beautiful on the skin, you know, for 2, 3 hours, 4 hours, you know, for an event, or if I was going to go out for a little while and I didn't need it to last a really long time, and I didn't need it to last all day, great. That'll be really good. I can wear it for a specific occasion or a specific reason. But I could tell it was already starting to break down almost immediately after I put it on. So I just don't see the point of it. And I have other stuff that's cheaper and that lasts a lot longer and looks a lot better. So I don't know. This is a total fail. Yeah, so I guess it's gonna go. Bye.